Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Chastity with Backwards KC Plants and Crystals, and as you heard, I just started a channel not long ago. It is just to learn about plants, learn from my mistakes is hopefully what most of you get out of it. Crystals, still learning, probably say that for the next 5 years. And even plants, I am still learning. You never stop learning. So today I got a shipment of begonias. So these are just to add to my mother plants. These will not be for resale. I have said, I think in my first video, that I do not bring in plants to resell. I bring in plants that I initially like and I grow them, prop them, alocasia obviously. I have propped them. They're a little harder to prop, and for me anyways, but I grow lots of corms and stuff like that. And then I resell some of the babies, but I am a plant hoarder, so I do tend to keep a lot of my corms as well, and I try to keep the nicest ones. So that being said, let's get into the begonias. And also, my videos are all unedited. I want you guys to watch me stumble, make a fool of myself. By all means, I mean, leave a comment and say that I sucked. Yeah, let's hear it. So my first begonia is called Robert Golden. So I want everybody to be clear, begonias ship like crap, like absolute crap. These are probably going to be wilted. They're going to look like crap. And within a day, they'll be back to normal. I do keep them in high humidity, and some of them I do try to bring back down to either room conditions, or I have one cabinet that kind of hovers around that 50-60%. My tents are kind of the same way. They are 50 to 70%. And then I have one cabinet that's like terrarium type style, and I keep that one at about 90 to 100%. And that's actually this one right here. And it's only got 1.5 rows, probably a begonia, I guess more. They're kind of everywhere. Maybe one day I'll give a little tour of my cabinets. So yeah, begonias, well, they come back real easy. If some of them look really bad during shipment, I usually cut them apart to try to save them. I don't like to do that because I want them to be fully established before I start cutting them apart. Because there are times that I have had to cut them apart and I lose everything because they're not happy. And also, some begonias totally ship totally fine, so these ones could look fine. I don't know, but this guy looks fine. And this is the Robert Golden. And I mentioned I'm a begonia obsessed. I love them. I love the colors. I love that they bloom. The only thing I dislike about them is the blooms, and when they drop them, they're everywhere in your house, but I will take that. And they're really fast growers. There's only been a couple that I've really had issues with that I cannot get to do anything, and they usually die within a week. One of my favorites is actually called Muna, and I kid you not, that plant was like super happy in my cabinet, just huge, blooming nonstop. And then all of a sudden it decided to throw a fit, and when I checked on it the next day, the whole thing had melted. There was only a couple pieces left, and I actually managed to propagate it. And now I've got a whole bunch of them, but I'm so terrified to sell any of it because you look at it wrong and it melts. And I do not want to be known as a seller that sends stuff and makes people pay for it, because of course I paid a good dollar for it. And I don't want somebody to get a plant that is all janky, but I also don't want to be refunding everybody either, because that also takes a toll on me. By the time you include all my efforts, my power, my fertilizer, and I'm a heavy fertilizer on everything, including begonias, my soil and everything, you're kind of losing money, especially if you have to start refunding everyone. And I don't like anybody not having a plan, because I understand that everybody has worked hard for their money. So this is Begonia Super Curl. I'm assuming it has a different name, but I don't know. I'll have to look into this one. I bought it because it was curly and it looked really cool. And again, I know some people will be upset. I don't like giving up names of who I'm buying from. So this guy doesn't look the best, but again, I will even like do a short little video of tomorrow so that everybody can see that these guys, they just pop back. He'll look really great in a couple of days for sure, if not tomorrow. This one leaf is for sure probably going to die though. He was not happy. If anybody would like a video like on my favorite begonias, or even cane begonias, or a video on like my favorite pink begonias or favorite blooms, I am 100% willing to do it. I have not a clue how many begonias I have. They're all over my house. Like when I say I have this cabinet here, my begonias are, I have room acclimated ones. I have some in this cabinet over here. I have shelving in my living room that is also full of begonias. And my basement is a full-on grow room, grow off, might as well say. And yeah, I have begonias everywhere. This one is Begonia DS Amor. I could be saying this totally wrong. This one shipped really good too. I love its coloring. It's like a metallic color. Super cute. Maybe people will want to see, like, I do have some begonias too right now that I leaf propped. So I take a leaf and I will cut the whole leaf apart, but I'll make sure that there's still veining left. And some prop really great that way, others don't. And then I have some that I just do stem cuttings, and then I have other ones that I do by rhizomes. But there's so many different ways, and my favorite way to propagate is just cocoa coir. And I don't leave them out to dry. I literally cut and I put them in cocoa coir and mix it with perlite. So it's almost about, I would say, I do about, whatever I put in for cocoa, I put in about half of what I put in for perlite. And then I do a layer of leca at the bottom, and it's all in drainage. I'm not a huge fan of no drainage. So yeah, I put the layer of leca in the bottom, and I always find that a couple of weeks, these guys take off right away. I could butcher this name. This is not a begonia. I've never had one of these. I know nothing about them. I just thought it was cute, and I thought, why not? I think it's called Espicia Pink Smoke. And from what I read up on it, it's like part of the family of African violets. Oh, this guy is gorgeous. I'm really hoping it's easy to grow. I will probably put it in my tent for the time being, maybe towards the bottom, because I'm worried that these leaves look delicate and I don't want to burn them. But check that out. Like, the leaves are super fuzzy. Totally feels like an African violet. And when I Googled this, the blooms are like beautiful. And there was somebody that had like massive hanging baskets of this. Like, could you imagine this in a hanging basket with blooms? It blooms. That was like, a must-have for me. So I'm excited to try that one. If I like them, I will find more, because apparently there are quite a few different kinds, and from what I have read on them, they're decently easy. But I say that, and I also thought a Christmas cactus was easy, and I killed it, along with aloe veras. They literally hate me. I apologize if my lighting and everything sucks. I'm a newbie, I'm a beginner. I have no idea what to talk about. So I'm pretty much just rambling on while you guys get to watch me open my plants. I'm trying to be fast as possible, so. This one is Begonia Phutoensis. Oh, he's got cool leaves. Look at that. I love it. Like, there isn't a begonia out there that I don't like. Like, they are all so cool. Unless you listened to the first video when Kim's aunt gave me a Lucerna begonia, and I was just like, no. Like, now I feel obligated to keep this thing alive, and I don't like begonias. Yeah, that begonia changed my life. I love begonias. But I also had no idea that, yet again, there were all these different kinds. It was almost like when I first got into houseplants, and that pink princess, does everybody remember that through the pandemic? The pink princess, and how that thing was worth hundreds of dollars when it first surfaced? Yeah, I had no idea that that was such a thing. And yeah, I would have to look it up, but I bet you I paid probably $120, if not more, for a leaf of the pink princess, unrooted. And I don't have a single pink princess anymore because I hate them. I don't like how they grow. So philodendron lovers, I mean, by all means, come at me and say I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I needed a pole or a moss pole or something, so it grew perfectly fine, but I hated it. I thought the pink was super cute on it, but just they grow janky. I don't like janky plants. So yeah, I said in the last video that I was gonna kind of weed out my philodendron. And I know begonias can grow janky, especially the cane ones. I have two that are sitting right there that I need to propagate because they start growing and then you miss one watering and they'll dump all their bottom leaves, and then they look like twigs with some leaves at the top. But some of them I have found you can almost do them like a bonsai tree, and you can trim them up so that they look like a bonsai tree, and then it's just like a huge bush, and when they bloom, it's amazing. So this is my last begonia, and actually this is one I was most excited for. This one's called Begonia Flamingo Soul. Oh, yes. Do you see that? I love it. It's gorgeous. So now I'll probably look like a liar because most of these begonias actually shipped fairly well. Most of the time when I open the packaging, they are flopped right over, completely wilted, can't even stand up. So these guys are doing pretty good. And this guy even has a little bloom coming. If I show it on camera, that's exciting. I'm excited to grow this one. I'm excited to grow all of these actually. So yeah, this is my small little begonia unboxing and my Espicia, if I said that right. Espicia, I'm not sure. Somebody correct me on how I am saying it, but yeah. Follow me and make sure you guys all like and subscribe. That'll help a lot. Leave comments below what kind of content you want to see. If you liked what I did or if you hated it, I love honesty. so let me have it. All right, everyone, have a wonderful evening or a great day, weekend, whenever I get this video out, and we will see you soon. Bye. Okay, as promised, I said that I would do an update on the begonias after a day. And there we are. They all look super happy again. Like I said, that back leaf, this one will for sure fall off, but that's okay. Already popping a new leaf. Yeah, so definitely don't be alarmed when your begonias are unboxed and they're super wilty. They will bounce back, but you gotta put them in high humidity for a day, and then you can try to pull them back out.